Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got people waiting for this live stream to start. And I'm Diego. I'm here in the Panhandle of Florida, near Pensacola, north of Navarre Beach, waiting for the U.S. Embassy in Bogota, Colombia, to send me an email to give me directions on how to continue Karina, my lovely Prometita's K1 visa process. We got our NOA 1 letter April 18th, 2022. We got our NOA 2 letter May 30th, 2023. And then we had to wait 115 days for the case number. And then a couple of days after that, we got the ready status in transit, then the ready status from the embassy in Bogota, Colombia. So I sent them an email. I said, "Hello, embassy. How's everybody?" And they sent me an email back and they told me to wait. They said, "Wait for about a week or so, and we're going to send you your directions," which is the packet 4. Sharon Persekian, hi Diego. What's going on, Sharon? Jacob, good evening, Diego. Jacob, good to see you. And Best Music. Best Music, hello, Diego. Now, Best Music, what is the best music? What is the best music? My favorite music is 80s. I like 80s music. I like the Police, Sting, that kind of music. Hannah 101, hello, what's going on, Hannah? Now remember, guys, you got to stay relaxed during this K1 visa process. Don't let immigration ruffle your feathers and get under your skin. You got to be calm, relax, suave, okay? Sharon, whoa, straight off the bat, super chat from Sharon. And you know what, Sharon? I don't have any Mountain Dew in the fridge. I'm out of Mountain Dew, totally. Y'all been feeding me Mountain Dew, but I have to go to the store tomorrow and get some. Thank you, Sharon, for the super chat. And Jacob said, I decided to come stick around with you instead of telling myself it's another 2 months. It's just time, okay? You can get through this. You can do it. Okay? Don't let immigration beat you. Okay? You want to be reunited with your loved ones. You'll get it. And Sharon and Athena says, hello, hi, Sharon, Athena. And Sharon says, you'll have it now. Definitely. Tomorrow I can go buy 12, at least 12 Mountain Dews, which is great. Thank you, Sharon. Sharon, finally, this time my application is officially approved. High five, Sharon. Good news. Glad to hear it. And Jacob says it's just the Philippines that have to do the sputum. Just the Philippines. Right now, just the Philippines. Don't give the U.S. government any ideas. Don't give them any ideas. But right now, it's just the Philippines. Abduli Jallo. Hello, Diego. Greetings to all watching from the UAE. To our friends in the UAE, we'll give you a thumbs up. That's the United Arab Emirates. We love our friends in the UAE. Hannah 101. I received an email from the MVC today. It has the case number but doesn't have the invoice number. I'm not sure how to create an account without the invoice number. Hannah 101. Send an inquiry to the MVC. Thank them very much for the case number, but ask them for the invoice number. Say, guys, I thank you for the case number. It's much appreciated. I appreciate all your hard work, but I need the invoice number too. Send them an inquiry. They'll get it to you. Same thing happened to me. I got the case number and I went, okay. So I sent them an inquiry again. Said, hey guys, I need the invoice number. Boom, they sent it to me 2 days later. Thievi Straight POV. Hello, Diego. I can't get the open slot for my fiance appointment and put on pen. Got to keep looking. Check every day. So when we get to that point with Karina, I'm going to be looking every day for a slot for the embassy in Bogota, whether it's in Vietnam or Bogota or Cuba, wherever it is, Ecuador, Philippines, Nigeria, wherever you guys are. You got to keep looking for a slot. Athena has a question for the DS-160 where it asks the question, if you have the documents of proof of required vaccines, as you need to schedule the medical after, can you answer yes or no or yes? Well, if you have them, so yeah. Karina, I made sure Karina had all her vaccinations done. I made sure I sent her money. I said, here's $400. Go get all your vaccinations. So in August, she got her vaccinations, July and August. So when we fill out the DS-160, we're going to say, yes, we got them all done. If you don't have them all done, say no. And then when you go to the medical exam, the civil surgeon will tell you what you need to get done. Okay? Nikki O'Corley, hi Diego from Houston, the great state of Texas. I got my NOA2 August 22nd, 2023. I was waiting on the MVC respond in 90 days, but after 40 days, I got an email from the Lagos embassy. Well, things are speeding up. It's past October, right? Things are speeding up. G34HMO, hi Diego, do you have any info on the current appointment times for Ciudad Juarez Consulate? I don't, but it's going to be a little slow because Mexico's got a lot of appointments, lots of applicants, a lot of people with K1 visa applications in Mexico City and Ciudad Juarez. So it could be a couple of months, just be patient, okay? You get it. Best music, how did you find the embassy email? Well, I just Googled their website. Can you please send me Yerevan email? What is Yerevan? What country is that? I never heard of Yerevan. I've been searching for a week and I didn't find it. Okay, what country is Yerevan? You have to educate me on this one. Diddy Von, hey Diego, I can finally schedule my interview in the Dominican Republic. I received my packet 4 as well, but there's no availability in October or November. But I can only click on about 4 dates and got logged off. But you got to keep checking back, Diddy Von. Keep looking, okay? Keep looking. They're busy, guys. Keep looking. Don't give up. People are getting K1 visas every day in Dominican Republic. They got their visa appointment by looking and looking and looking. Jacob, also, we got a little different news that could be looked at good, that on average, the 8 to 10 weeks has been 8 weeks. It might be 6 weeks. Could be quicker. Okay? Vito Trejo, hi Diego from Chicago. The winter is around the corner. Tell me about it. It's 63 degrees here. Waiting for the embassy in Bogota. Well, Beto, you got to let your beneficiary know she's in Bogota. It's cold in Bogota, but it's going to be colder in Chicago. Woof! Let her be. Make sure she's got plenty of winter clothes. Plenty of winter clothes. Hannah 101 said, I got the email from the MVC after 35 days with an approved date. From the approved date. Okay, that's pretty quick. Diddy Vaughn, do you think I should just call and schedule and to avoid getting logged off every time I check more than 3 dates, I get blocked? Or just check 3 a day. Then you won't get blocked. Don't go to 4. Go to 3. Just check 3 times a day and then stop. And then wait for the next day. Okay? Athena, another question. Are longer or shorter answers better for the interview? You just answer the question and then shut up. That's it. Answer the question, and when you've answered the question, you cerrado la boca, tu boca. Close the mouth. Answer the question. How do you guys communicate? Well, Diego speaks Spanish. I don't speak English. So we communicate without any problem. Boom. That's it. Just minimal as possible, okay? Don't tell a story. Answer the question and then be quiet. You want to get out of there as quick as you can. You don't want to be in there all day telling stories. Athena, another question. Are longer or shorter answers? Shorter is better. Scott Cover, NOA1 was 11/1/2022, November 1st, 2022. NOA2 was October 23rd. Ecuador, beautiful Ecuador. Now, why did they call Ecuador Ecuador? Why was it called Ecuador? It's on the equator. Right? Ecuador is on the equator. The equator runs right through Ecuador. That's why it's called Ecuador. Paola Roa, I received an email. They send my case to the embassy, Santo Domingo, but no invoice number. Okay, send an inquiry to the embassy. Send an email to the embassy and ask for the invoice number. or send an inquiry to the MVC and say, dear Mr. NVC, Miss MVC, please send me my invoice number. They'll send it to you. Sharon Persekian, how do I get the alien number? The alien number is on the NOA2 letter below your beneficiary's name. Look, pick up the NOA2 letter, and over here is your beneficiary's name. Underneath the beneficiary's name is the alien number, and you put that on the I-134. Okay, you got it, Sharon? I just earned my super chat with that information right there, right? Just look on the NOA2 letter below your beneficiary's name. You'll find it. You'll find the alien number. Best music, Armenia Embassy. Okay. I will find the email to the Embassy of Armenia, okay, for you. Then make sure you're here on the next live stream so I can give it to you. Jacob, I also got in contact with the head of the lab that does the test. Jacob, why are you doing that? And they are going to get back to me if I could move any faster. Jacob, they might make it go slower. You might irritate them. Be relaxed, man. But I like your positive. I like your style. Dave Johnson, hey, can I get a joint sponsor for someone while sponsoring my own wife? Can you be a joint sponsor for someone while sponsoring my own wife? Sure, as long as you make enough money to cover your wife and the person and his family or her family that you're sponsoring. You can do that, but you got to make enough money to cover it. Amber Tahir, hey, I was wondering if you have any information on I-130 petition for spousal from U.S. citizen in Nebraska. How long are they taking? Nebraska is pretty quick. That's like within 6-7 months. But Nebraska is doing pretty good. But they're not getting very many visas. They're not getting many spousal visas. They're not getting many K-1 visas. Mostly they all go to Texas or California. 93% go to California, including spousal. But if you go to Nebraska, it'll be pretty quick. Jacob, this weekend in Colorado is supposed to drop down to 30 to 40 degrees. Snow is on the way. Well, that's why I live in Florida and not in Colorado. I don't like snow. If I want to see snow, I Google it. Oh, look, there's snow. Huh, how beautiful is all this beautiful snow from here in Florida with the palm trees outside? But I love Colorado. I've been to Colorado. I've been to Durango, Colorado. I love Colorado. But in the summertime, Paola, Roa, so wait, the Embassy for Santo Domingo communication with me for doing this 160. So wait, yeah, you got to wait. Don't file the DS 160 till the embassy is ready for you and send you a packet 4. Okay, got to wait for the packet 4. Putharith Chia, hello from Alabama. Alabama, just up the road, right? After 71 days, I finally got FDP status today. Fiance is in Cambodia. Journey is almost at the end. Yeah, you're almost there. You're almost there, Chia. Almost at the end. Didivon for the medical exam in the Dominican Republic. It's first come, first serve. Walk-ins, have you heard of that? And also, does it have to be exactly 2 weeks before the interview? No, it doesn't have to be exactly 2 weeks before the interview. And if it's a walk-in, then 3 weeks before the interview, go walk in and see if you can get an appointment. Just walk in and say, hey, I'm here for my medical exam. See what happens. Sharon, so I have to wait till it's in the mail. You have to wait till what's in the mail, Sharon? What do you mean? What do you mean you have to wait? In order to file the DS-160, to schedule the visa interview, you need to explain that a bit more to me. Jose Ramirez, hi Diego, I got an email from Santo Domingo Embassy today saying that my case is ready and then I can schedule an appointment now. I tried, but the system did not allow me. They're probably full. You have 3 times, okay? Diddy Vaughn says you can do it 3 times a day. Don't max out. Check 3 times a day. Check 3 times a day and then stop. Then look until you get an appointment, okay? But you got a maximum of 3 times. If you go more than 3 times, you get blocked for 24 hours. Diddy Von, the U.S. travel docs people in charge lie so much. They told me every time I logged on to my page, my visa interview request wait time would reset. That's not true. I logged on very unresponsible. Yeah, it's not true. You don't get reset back. No, that's not true. Amber Tahir, hey, mine went to Nebraska and I am waiting. It's been 9 months. Well, you should be pretty soon. Get it done pretty soon. And I did a K3 for my spouse. It went to Texas. Should I be expecting to hear back soon? Yeah, you should, actually. Sharon, the welcome letter. Okay, the welcome letter will arrive in the email. You get your welcome letter in the email from the embassy. Okay, the packet 4. So you just got to wait it out, guys. Wait it out. Bye, BYE. Hi, Diego. How are you? We are so sad the Guatemala embassy is closed. You know, our country have political problems. What do you mean the embassy in Guatemala is closed? When did that happen? What do you mean? They closed because of what? What political problems? Well, don't tell me you got a bunch of communists trying to take over Guatemala. Nicaragua is bad enough. So what happened in Guatemala? Why did the embassy close in Guatemala? What happened? Amber Tahir, also, how do I get an online access code? You don't need. What do you need that for? I did not receive one, and online I submitted an inquiry, and they said call them, but I can't get a hold of them. What do you need an online access code for? Pete B, whoa, look at Pete B. Pete B, super chat, high five. Pete B says she has her visa in hand. Whoa, CFO is done. Philippines, okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Philippines. Flight on October 16th. That's just next week. Hang in there, everybody. I thought it would never, almost there. Thanks, Diego. Well, you're welcome, Pete B. We're glad we helped pull you through this and over the finish line. Visa in hand for the Philippines. BYE, tell me more about the embassy in Guatemala. What's going on? Diddy Von, would the medical exam not be accepted if a week from interview day? Sure, it will be. The medical exam is good if you have it a week before the interview date. But I would get it sooner than that, earlier than that. Sharon Parasekian, it's my understanding that I would get something in regular mail. No, it's email. It's email. NOA2 is regular mail. NOA1, regular mail. NOA2 is regular mail. MVC, email. Embassy, email. And Jacob says, Pete B, you got lucky. Diddy Von, he works hard for his visa, guys. Diddy's talking to Jose Ramirez. Sharon, congratulations to Pete. Jacob, I would have rather taken the issue you had versus ours. And Ruhi Willie says, congratulations to Pete B. Everybody, congratulate Pete B because his beautiful prometida is going to be on an airplane next week, coming to here, the USA. And you guys will be next, okay? Hannah 101. So just to confirm, after I receive the welcome letter from the embassy, that's when I upload the documents. Okay, Hannah 101. You don't upload any documents if you are in a K1 visa. 0. Nothing. Hannah 101. Are you in a K1 visa or a spousal visa? You got to remind me. But if you're in a K1 visa, you don't upload anything. You just bring the documents to the embassy. Hannah, you're in a K1 visa. You don't upload anything to anywhere. Or you may need to upload a passport photo for the DS-160. That's it. You may be asked to upload a passport photo for the DS-160, but you don't upload any documents. You hand carry them to the visa interview. Let's see. Denise Jefferson. Yay for Pete B and his beneficiary. Congratulations. That's great post, Denise. And Sharon, okay, thank you. Yeah, you get Sharon. Yeah, it comes to the email. Relax, you got it. POV, they lock for 72 hours if you do more than 3 times. So don't do more than 3 times. Dominican Republic. Pete B to Jacob and to Sharon, thanks and thanks. Lamin Jamang. Hello, Diego. How are you? I have my case number. Can possibly be doing my DS-160? No. You can't do your DS-160. Wait for the embassy to send you the packet for email, ready status, all that jazz. Wait for the embassy. They're not ready for you. Paya Paya, India. Hello, Diego. What's going on, Paya Paya? And Pete B, thanks to everyone. Absolutely. We're glad for you, Pete B. And Mabria Entertainment. How long is the medical good for? 6 months. It's good for 6 months. And the K1 visa timeout commences from the medical exam. Jacob is to Pete B. Happy Jacob and Pete B. chatting. Antonio Martinez, what exactly does the embassy want downloaded from the SEAC account? Nothing. What do you mean? What does the embassy want downloaded? Never one time have I ever downloaded anything from the SEAC account to the embassy for a K1 visa. Never once. CR1 spousal visa, you have to upload documents to the MVC. And Sharon Persekian, do I need an original copy of my late husband's death certificate, or can it be a copy? Copy's good. Randall Wheat, congrats to Pete. Diddy Vaughn, do you have to get all COVID vaccines or just one? My beneficiary only got one. One. Just one. Lee Kakula, hi Diego. I make 33 grand. 1 second. May Briere Entertainment. Super chat. Thank you, guys. I'm going to be stocking up on Mountain Dew. I don't have any Mountain Dew in the fridge, guys. I'm totally out. I got zero. I went to get a Mountain Dew. I'm like, dang. But it was pouring with rain. It was the weather was just horrible today. So I wasn't leaving the house. But tomorrow I'm going to go get Mountain Dew. Thank you, Miss Entertainment. Thank you. Now, Lee Kirkula says, hey, Diego, I make $33,000 in 2022. Do I need a joint sponsor for a family of 3? For a family of 3, you got to make $31,075. That's at the line. That's right on the line. So you are about, what, $2,000 over the minimum. For the visa interview, you don't need a joint sponsor. For the green card, I would get a joint sponsor. When you go to the visa interview, I don't think you can, honestly, I don't think you need a joint sponsor. But here's what I would say. I would get one anyway to cover yourself. Just in case you get a finicky embassy officer. Which country, Lee Kirkula? Which country are we talking about? My recommendation is, even though I don't think you need one for the visa interview, but you do probably need one for the green card, I would get one for both. Just a recommendation. Now, I'm not an immigration attorney. I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm giving you my best opinion on past experience, okay? And seeing other people's results and what's happening to them. And I'm seeing people getting RFEs for green card applications who make $35,000 a year. You know, they make $35,000 a year and they're getting an RFE for a joint sponsor. I would get one. And Pete B says, thanks to Randall. Angel Marcia, Diego, I finally got to send my wife's I-485. I missed the part where I had to put my alien number. Okay, but I did send a copy of my naturalization certificate. Would I get an RFE? No, you're good. If you included your naturalization certificate, you're good. Not everybody in the world knows their alien number if they are naturalized Americans. But it is on your NOA2 letter. And Angel, if you look on your NOA2 letter under your name as the sponsor, you will see your alien number. Believe it or not, it's there. Plus your beneficiary's alien number. But I think you'll be fine. If you get an RFE, you know where to look though, right? Look on your NOA2 letter. Miss Entertainment is the DS-160 expires after 12 months. Hannah 101, I'm so confused. It expires after 12 months. But it expires after 30 days if you haven't submitted it. You got to submit the DS-160. It's good for 12 months. If you just put it together and save it, it's good for 30 days. Hannah 101, I'm so confused. What do I need to do? I just got the case number today from NBC. What is the next step? And should I get the police report now? Get the police report. Get it now. and get it translated into English. And send an inquiry and ask for your invoice number. Then you wait. You're going to wait for the embassy now. Thomas Farrell, bummed today. Fiance did well on an interview. Embassy official wanted a copy of my divorce decree from 18 years ago. Yeah, he said we don't need another interview. Just mail in the decree for approval. Okay, Thomas, listen up, guys. If you got divorced 30 years ago, if you got divorced 2 years ago, if you got divorced 50 years ago, you got to give a certified copy of the divorce decree to the immigration officer at the visa interview. You got to provide it. Go to the courthouse, get a copy, get them certified, and then give it to the beneficiary for your visa interview. Didivon, Jose Ramirez is thanking Didivon for the information. Nick, patiently waiting for NOA2 notice, January 2023. Okay. So by December, you should get it. And Miss Entertainment, thank you for your help. No problem. Lee Kakula, Liberia. Okay, Liberia. That's on the west coast of Africa, right? Central Africa, west coast. Thomas Farrell, didn't think about the divorce decree because I married after that. I understand. Polygamy is illegal, and I have my recent wife's death certificate from 2019. Gotta have the divorce decree. Miss Entertainment, do they need the income from 2022? Yes, that's correct. When you fill out the I-134, if your visa interview is in 2023, you got to put down the income on your tax return for 2022 on the I-134. Beta Trejo, Diego, how long is it taking to respond from Bogota to schedule an interview? My case was ready since September 26th. September 26th, so that's October 11th, so that what, 4th, 11, so that's 2 weeks. So you should be hearing from the embassy anytime now. They told me a week to 2 weeks. So you're at the 2 week mark, September 26th. So you're 11, 12th, and so you're at the 2 week window. So anytime now, you should be getting your packet forth from the Bogota to schedule the visa interview. And then give it at least 6 to 8 weeks to be able to get the interview date scheduled, okay? But you're right in the window right now. I would send them an email. I would send an email to Bogota and check in with them one more time and say, hey, I'm just checking in. And I see what happens. Thomas, embassy asked nothing about finances, letter of intent to get married, and other things she brought. Better bring them than not. I tell you what, the moment you don't bring those documents to the embassy is the moment they ask for them. And then you're stuck. Bring the documents. Angel Marcia, thanks, Diego. No problem, Angel. BYE, all our country are in manifestations and streets are closed. All of our country wants our president reunified. For that reason, the Guatemala U.S. Embassy is closed. So it's temporary. How long has it been closed? It's not going to be closed forever. Maybe what, a couple of days? I mean, how long are the streets closed? I mean, the U.S. Embassy can't stay closed. Unless it's in Russia, or Venezuela. Hannah 101, do you know how long the embassy takes to send the welcome letter from Naples, Italy? It's probably 3 to 4 weeks. Italy's pretty quick. I've been to Naples. Naples is a beautiful city. I went to Naples, Italy. They got lots of tunnels. I remember when I was in Naples, Italy, they got all these tunnels that go under the mountains, and they got the volcano there. I think, I can't remember the name of the volcano that's in Naples, but I enjoyed my time in Naples. Anonymous artist, November 10th, 2022, NOA 1. Any day now for NOA 2. That's right, anonymous artist. Now, if you are an anonymous artist and you paint a fantastic picture and you don't put your name to it, and in 20 years from now it's worth $1 million, how are you going to get paid if you're anonymous? Just a question. Antonio Martinez, I was referring to the GS registration confirmation for the embassy interview. I believe I have what they are asking for since she has an account. Okay. Nikki Okoli, Diego, the Nigerian embassy want visa payment in GT Bank in Nigeria. Okay. Can I fill the DS-160 first and pay the fee next year? I don't know. That's a good question. The embassy usually want you to fill out the DS-160 first. Most embassies around the world want you to fill out the DS-160 first and then pay the visa fee because they want to review the DS-160. I don't think that'll be a problem, but that's a guess. But I don't think it's going to be a problem. Thomas Farrell. We weren't told we need an original decree, and the 221G notice doesn't say original. For now, she mailed in a copy, but I'm getting an original just in case. Get the certified original. Go to the courthouse. For me, I went to the courthouse down the street. I said, I need an original certified divorce decree. So they printed it, and the lady stamped it, certified original. She signed it and dated it, and I paid her $20. And it's 13 pages, and I gave it to Karina. She has the original in Colombia. I also included an original in the visa, K1 visa package. So I actually got two of them. One for the K1 visa a year and a half ago, and then one for Karina when I went back to Colombia. And so she has the original, certified. Greg Lamping, Guatemala Embassy webpage says it will be closed until October 13th. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's not going to be closed forever. So it's going to reopen in a couple of days. Okay? Just, a country has a little pity party over who their president is. Doesn't mean the embassy shuts down unless there's a full-scale war. Nikki O'Keely, sorry, I mean to pay the fee next week. Okay, you can do that. That's fine. Go ahead and do that. And then print the receipt. One Miss Thang. Hi, Diego. I have my medical on a Monday. Okay. I also have my interview booked in a few weeks' time. Okay. I've had to have a few vaccinations due to gaps on my medical record. Woohoo! So you got a sore arm, right? Oh, vaccinations. Karina went through the whole thing. She went through every one in July and August. I tell you, one vaccination, she got, her arm was so sore. She was like laying there talking to me. I'm like, get her done. Now she's good. So when she gets to America, we don't have to worry about it. We just file for the green card. Plus, we're going to redo the medical exam. We're going to redo that. Thomas Farrell, the problem is I live in Virginia and was divorced in Colorado. So I have to get the decree by mail. I understand. Gotcha. So you got a heck of a drive. I mean, you could get on a plane and fly to Colorado for a weekend vacation, go get the divorce decree, have them stamp it and sign it, and then fly back. Get you a t-shirt. Get you a t-shirt. I was divorced in Colorado, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. But make sure your beneficiary gets the paperwork so you can get this visa wrapped up. Okay? Everybody doing good? Are you staying relaxed, guys? Are you being calm? Greg said the embassy in Guatemala is going to open in a couple of days. So you guys relax in Guatemala. Furious Ram. Hello, Diego. Should my ID and passport be in color? No, you make a photocopy of your ID and your biographic page of your passport in color. Black and white. If you got it done in black and white, go put it in the shredder. Put it in the shredder. Don't use that. When you give immigration a copy of your biographic page of your passport and your driver's license or whatever, make sure it's in color. Okay? You'll get a headache if you do it in black and white. They may not accept it. I'm just trying to save you a big headache, Furious Ram. I'm trying to save you a headache. Miss Entertainment, do you have how much it costs for translation for a birth certificate? If you use the Spanish group, it's $24. I use the Spanish group. Now, they don't pay me to say that. I don't let anybody, I don't sell nothing on this YouTube channel, guys. I don't take any payments. But the super chats for Mountain Dew, I take those. But the Spanish group is a very good company in California. They translated all my documents, my first K1 visa in 2016, and also this time in 2022, 2023. If what I do is I email the document to my Gmail account, and then I email it to the Spanish group, and then I pay them with my credit card. You go through there, how do you want to pay? Credit card, and how many pages? It's $24 a page. So if you have a birth certificate that's one page, okay, send it to your Gmail account, email it to the Spanish group, tell them what you want. You want a translation, and they'll get it to you in 2 or 3 days. They'll email you a copy, and you get the option if you want a copy mailed to your house too. So I have they have mailed to me to my house in an envelope the translations. So I got a hard copy from them in the mail, and I got the email copy. So I got both sides covered. So I bring both to the embassy interview, and they can see the letter it came in. So immigration can see that these are valid translations. Okay? But the Spanish group does a great job, guys, in getting documents translated. So now, remember, if you've been divorced in the past, 50 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever, get a certified copy of the divorce decree. If you have death certificates, I would get those done too. If you were married to somebody and the person passed away, you're going to need to show that you're divorced. You aren't divorced, you're a widow. So you're going to have to prove you're a widow. The death certificate is required. Furious Ram, laugh out loud, Diego. I can't be calm. My fiance is not here, and we're expecting in December. Well, congratulations, Furious Ram. Karina's not here. I need her here with me. I'd rather she be here with me in Florida instead of in the mountains of Colombia, freezing her butt off. But we got to wait out the process. Caltidan Kisian. Hi, Diego. Do I have to use the same person for the K1 visa and green card application? Same sponsor? Yes, you can use the same sponsor. You don't have to. You can use a different sponsor. Immigration don't care what sponsor you use as long as you're covering the income. If you want to get a different sponsor for the adjustment of status paperwork, you can do that. But I would use the same person. Make it fluid. Try to be consistent. Rui Willis. Diego, how do I get a waiver for Saudi Arabian police certificate? You send an email to the Saudi Arabian Police Department and ask for a police certificate. They're going to send you back a response saying we can't provide one to you. You print that email. That's your waiver. That's your proof that you tried to get it. You got to just have some kind of evidence that you tried to get it. And you can't get it. It's impossible. Unless you live in Saudi Arabia, the only way you can get a police certificate is to fly to Saudi Arabia and get it. Right? You just got to communicate with the government, the police, the Saudi Arabian police, and say, I need a police certificate. They say, you can't get it unless you're here. Or whatever their excuse is, whatever their reason is. You just got to prove to immigration you tried to get it. Miss Entertainment. Can I use the one they email me, or do I have to wait for the one they mail? Can you use what? What? You can use the one they email to you. You can, okay, for the translation. Yeah, I used the one they emailed to me. It's going to be stamped certified translation. You can use it. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly good. Jason talking to Thomas. SpenB1231. Hey, Diego, I got my interview date the 12th of January. So I have to pay $5,000 to the Turkish government so I can get a military card by only going there for 20 days before my interview. I understand. That's to get out of your military service, right? Right? If I remember, you were given an exemption from your military service in the Turkish military. Now you're going for your K1 visa interview, which is on the 12th of January. So the end of the year is going to expire, right? Right? So what I would do is I would pay them the $5,000 now to get your military card. Okay? That's what I would do. By only going there for 20 days before my interview. Is your K1 visa interview, your K1 visa interview is on the 12th of January. So if you don't show up for military service the 1st of January, you're going to be in a lot of trouble, right? So it looks like you're going to be stuck with the bill. That's I don't control the Turkish government. That's their rule. So in order to get your green card, it looks like you're going to have to pay the fee to get your card, to exempt you. Thomas Farrell, yay, all the paperwork provided were copies, not originals, the death certificate, tax forms, etc. So on. Yeah, you're good. And you're modestly confident a copy of the divorce decree will work. Let's hope so. I hope so. But Karina, my beautiful prometida, she has my original divorce decree certified, stamped, and signed. Spen B1231, you're correct. Rue Willis, they don't reply to email. Even the Saudi embassy in Kenya doesn't reply. Do you have proof that you sent the emails? Can you print the emails that you sent to them requesting information? Print those emails. If they don't reply, that's not your problem, right? Not your problem. As long as you made an attempt to get it and you show that they didn't reply, you're good. Okay? You got it? You're fine. Let's see. Thomas Farrell's talking to Jason. I'm going to see if my ex, who actually still lives in Colorado, can get it. Okay. Furious Ram. Hi, Diego. My fiance was previously in the military in his home country. Does he need to bring discharge papers to the interview? Yes, most definitely. Furious Ram. Listen up, guys. To my friends all around the world, in all the countries around the world watching this, there's like 150 countries that watch this channel. If you ever served in the military, Miss Beneficiary, Mr. Beneficiary, you got to get a copy of your discharge papers and bring them to the visa interview. If you do not, you're going to have a problem. Okay? So, if you served in the military, Miss Beneficiary, Mr. Beneficiary, living in the Philippines, Turkey, Colombia, wherever, Venezuela, Cuba, wherever it is, you got to get your discharge papers. Immigration wants to see them. Okay? They're going to want to see them. Let's see. JD, hi Diego, is there any way to get back my original date of birth certificate as they took during the interview and yellow packet took by border security to whom I contact? Probably not. Unless they, in the goodness of their heart, give it back to you. Randall Wheat, high five. Thank you for that super chat, guys. I am going to be stocked up with Mountain Dew, and I'm going to get some milk also. Plus, I want to get some orange juice. I see the temperature here is 63 degrees. You're used to watching me sweat, right? In the heat. Sweat. Now it's getting cold. So I'm going to get orange juice. It's got good vitamin C. Let's see here. So thanks, Randall, for that super chat. Much appreciated. So, JD, it's going to be tough getting those forms back. John Labatt, Diego and Karina, hello, everyone. Hello. We have our medical November 8th. And the embassy interview in Manila is November 21st. Hang in there, everyone. Very good. That's great. GS, for our friend from London. Hi, Diego. Sadly, I'm having to suspend my K1 or CL1 submission because my mother needs increased care. I can't apply for any visa until my mother passes away, which could be longer than 16 months. Well, that's very unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Your power of attorney for your mom. That's unfortunate. And there's no one out. Oh, you want to be with your mom, obviously. So I don't know what to say to you, GS, other than give my best wishes to your mom. Give her a big hug. From Korean and I, we give her a big hug, and we hope you get through this. Okay, you'll get through this. Tola Biru, my fiance had her interview yesterday, and I was able to attend the interview with her. She has been approved for her visa. Very smooth. Okay, Tola Biru. Now, you got to tell everybody what country. What country is this, Tola Biru? Come on now. I can't remember everybody's country. She's and GS in England. She's 91. Thank you. Okay, she's 91. Well, you're a good mom. You're a good daughter to your mom, and everything's gonna, God is in control of my K1 visa plan, and I don't. This isn't a religious channel. It's not political, but God controls my K1 visa. So I hopefully, and God is in control of your K1 visa also. Tola Baru, Ethiopia. Oh yes, I remember. Beautiful Ethiopia, and the food there is great. So now you got to get on a plane and fly to the United States. So which airport? Which airport do you fly from in Ethiopia? Addis Ababa, right? I bet it's Addis Ababa. If I remember, if I can remember, in Ethiopia it's Addis Ababa. Angel Marcia, amen, Diego. Angel, exactly right. Exactly right. We all got to give our prayers for GS's mom. She's sick. GS's mom's not doing too well. So GS is putting her K1 visa on hold to take care of her mom. And that's a fantastic thing that she's doing. And the good news is, from GS says, thank you. The good news is that my wonderful man promises he will wait for me, as he should. Now, GS, there's nothing to stop you from going back to the United States on vacation. He needs to buy you a plane ticket for a vacation so you guys can be together. Okay, and keep the plane tickets and the boarding passes, print the I-94 forms, okay, and use those for your K1 visa when you get to that point. It's just going to make your visa so much stronger. And by the time you get to that point, it's going to be a much quicker process than it is now. Rua is giving her condolences to GS. Tola Biru, Addis Ababa, Bola International Airport. You are right, Diego. Hey, how about that? I got it. Tess and Rocco. Good morning, Diego from the Philippines. That's right, guys. Still waiting for my sputum test. No worries. You get it done. October 16th, 17th, and 18th. But I went to the hospital. That checked my x-ray. I have no problems. My lungs are clear. You'll get your visa. You're going to get it. You got it. Rui Willis is saying hi to Tola Biru, my African neighbor. Congratulations. Look at this. This channel right here, your channel, is bringing people together from all over the world, from Ethiopia and from countries that surround Ethiopia. How about that? Angel Marcia, I waited 2 years for my wife's K1 visa. Hang in there, my friend. You got it, Angel. Pete B, GS for your mother, and GS is saying thank you. GS, you're going to get your K1 visa. You're going to have a very strong visa package. It's going to be very, very strong. You need to go back to the United, come back here for a vacation while you take care of your mom. Okay, you got to do that. JD, what if during Social Security number they ask my original date of birth certificate? Huh? What if during Social Security number? What do you mean? What if during Social Security number they ask my original date of birth certificate? My original birth certificate. Well, you tell them immigration has it. I understand. Tell them immigration took it. You need to apply for a copy. Contact the records department and get a copy. Yeah, Miss Entertainment. Eritrea. So Eritrea is close to Ethiopia. Right? I don't know. I can't remember. But Eritrea is in Africa, right? JD, you got to get a copy of your birth certificate. Contact the records department and get a copy. I had to do that. I couldn't find my birth certificate anywhere. I got a copy of it. Miss Entertainment, your channel is becoming the UN channel. No, we're not the UN. We're not the United Nations here. We are K1 visas for you guys. But I understand what you're thinking. The United Nations is a different entity. It's a different body of people. Okay. We are the United Together K1 Visa channel. How about that? Pete B, Diego will be here for our adjustment of status when the time comes. Sure, absolutely. Pete B, I'm going to be here for you guys when you do the adjustment of status. I'm going to help you get through it where you don't mess it up and don't mess up and you get your green card for your beneficiary. No problem. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be in Colombia soon, just as soon as the embassy sends me an email. I'll be in Colombia. We'll be doing the live stream from my penthouse suite in Bogota. And if it's cold, I'll be all wrapped up and bounded up in hats and coats. I don't know what the weather's going to be like in November. Usually, if I remember November in Bogota, it's the rainy month. November in Bogota, Colombia is the rainy month. It rains every day. Rain, rain, rain. What? Lloviendo. Let's see. Furious Jones Ochman. Waiting is the most difficult thing to do in the K1 visa process. It is, but you got to stay busy. You got to keep busy. You got to work. You got to keep busy. Get a project. Get a hobby. Maintain contact with your beneficiary, with your prometida. Stay in touch with her or him. Stay in touch every day. Call, talk, chat, email. Print those chats. Furious Ram, Diego, any reason why Morocco chooses to schedule our interview instead of having us schedule it? The ambassador of the embassy in Casablanca runs his embassy however he wants, or she. Every embassy, see the State Department, okay, the embassies work for the State Department, which is basically the code for the National Visa Center, okay? And the embassies are told you can run your embassies however you want. Just make sure that the visas are not fraudulent. That's it. So some embassies let you go and accompany your beneficiary to the visa interview. Some embassies don't. Some embassies do need an invoice number. Some embassies don't. Every embassy's ran its own way. It's like its own little, it's the United States of America. The U.S. Embassy is the United States of America in your country. Let's say, for example, Ethiopia. Okay, so the U.S. Embassy in Ethiopia is American territory. And the ambassador runs the embassy however he wants. So you just got to follow the rules. Do what they want and get the visa. So well, I don't know, Furious Ram. It's up to the ambassador. That's his rule, okay? Faith is giving Tolu Biru congratulations. My fiance will have the interview soon in Ethiopia as well. Would you mind sharing what was the interview question? Much appreciated. There you go. Miss Entertainment. We were under Ethiopians for almost 30 years and get our independence in 1991. Congratulations. Independence. United States got independence 1776. Colombia got its independence from Spain because of Simon Bolivar. You know, Canada, I don't know. I'm trying to think, you know, there's lots of countries got their independence, especially from the United Kingdom. Elegance Top, case ready, September 28th, 2023. I received my instructions in the email today from the embassy in the Dominican Republic. High five, Elegance Top, great news. Okay, so now you read the instructions, right? Read those instructions very carefully and follow the directions. And don't try to schedule an interview more than 3 times. If you go beyond 3 times, you're going to get locked out of the system for 24 hours, I believe is what we're being told. Okay? So be warned about that. So I'm glad you're on the channel because you're learning that you've learned new stuff today, that in the Dominican Republic, you get 3 shots that going in to schedule the visa interview. Okay? So don't make that mistake of going 4 times because then you're going to get blocked. So come on, guys, give me some more questions. What questions do you have? The I-134, you can still use the current edition, okay? The I-134. Now, this is very important also. The sponsor is the only person that fills out the I-134. I'm getting beneficiaries sending me messages in YouTube saying, hey, do I put 0 for income on the I-134? I'm the beneficiary. My question is, why are you looking at the I-134? The I-134 is filled out by the sponsor. The beneficiary does not touch that form. The income for the beneficiary is going to be 0. Assets are going to be 0. Okay? Immigration don't care how much money you make, Miss Beneficiary, Mr. Beneficiary. They only care about how much money does your sponsor make. That's all they care about. So, hopefully you're watching the channel and you understand that the I-134 is filled out and signed by the sponsor. And there's an NA check right next to the beneficiary's signature. The only time the beneficiary will fill out an I-134 is if you are coming to the United States on vacation. That's it. And you get a B2 tourist visa. Let's see. Jason Mabry, although we have proof of a great lengthy relationship and certified letters from her pastor and family and multiple visits, does a fast engagement raise questions at USCIS? I'm a man of opportunity. Well, how soon did you get, how long were you together before you got engaged? You gotta put that part in your question, and I'll give you the good answer. Kinza Zane, hello, how are you, Diego? Kinza, we are great. And hopefully Karina's watching us from Colombia. I hope she is. She's not working today, so I hope she's doing good and relaxed and, kick back watching the show from Colombia. She has to watch it on the laptop because our cat Tokyo, totally destroyed our TV. We had a flat screen TV. We had it up on the wall. And a big earthquake hit Colombia, hit Bogota. It shook our apartment, and it shook all the bolts out of the wall. So Karina took the TV off the wall, or her brother did, I think, and set it on a TV stand. And 2 days later, or a week later, our cat Tokyo was trying to jump from the TV stand to the top of the closet, and he knocked over the TV and destroyed it. So an earthquake couldn't break our TV, but our cat did. So how about that? Wasn't the cat's fault. Jose Ramirez, hi Diego, I tried to send you a super chat and the YouTube did not allow me. I send them my ID and verify my account, and they email saying they will fix it in 48 hours. When it's fixed, I will send to you. Jose Ramirez, we appreciate the super chat, okay? I appreciate that. Karina appreciates it. If you can't send it, don't worry about it. But thank you for trying to do that. We appreciate you, man. No problem. If you can't do it, don't worry. Okay, you're good. Furious Ram, I am worried that if I send him my documents for the last 3 months and then we get our interview months later, that it would be wasted. Send the documents, and then if you need to send them again, you send them again. Brian and Jacqueline. Hola, Karina and Diego. What's going on, Brian and Jacqueline? How are you? How's your family? How is everything? You should all be wrapping up the wedding and all that kind of stuff now, right? You should be all that should be all done, just about. And we're glad you're here from Colombia. So Jose Ramirez, don't sweat it, man. But it's good to try to fix the problem in case you want to send a super chat to somebody, but it's good to get that problem fixed, just for your own benefit. Jason Mabry, 3 months after meeting and popped the question on the first visit. Okay, and how many times have you been back to see her, Jason, since your first time you went to visit with her? How many times have you been back to visit with her? Brian and Jacqueline, we are doing pretty good. Jacqueline had her medical exam yesterday and everything went good. And how are you and Karina doing tonight? We're great. We are waiting for the embassy in Bogota to send me the email so we can start scheduling the visa interview. That's what we're waiting on. I sent them an email, and they said in a couple of weeks we'll notify you with the packet 4 is what it's called. And we haven't got it yet, and that was what? About 6 days ago. So we still got to wait a week or so to wait. We still got a ways to go. Not too far. Jonathan Bolton, married and waiting for my I-130 to get approved. Do I go for CR1 or IR1? How long have you been married? If you've been married less than 2 years, it's a different. There's 2 visas. There's one if you've been married for less than 2 years, or if you've been married for longer than 2 years. If you've been married for longer than 2 years, you get the 10-year green card. If you've been married for less than 2 years, she gets the 2-year green card. How long have you been married? Ruhi Willis, Diego and Karina, will you bring the cat to the USA? Oh, absolutely. Tokyo, Karina bought Tokyo his own little carry box, his own little maleta, okay? And I already stocked up the house with food. I bought him a little sofa to lay in. I got about a month and a half worth of food in the closet, and I bought him I bought our cat Tokyo a drinking bowl and a food bowl and all that. Okay, you've been married less than 2 years, so let's see here. I'm trying to remember if that's an IR1 or a CR1. If it's less than 2 years, I believe it's the let me check. 1 second, Jonathan. Brian and Jacqueline, high five, super chat. Look at you. Brian and Jacqueline, let me see. I got to find out for a gentleman. I got to find out real quick. I got to look something up right here on the marriage visa. So bear with me, guys. I can't remember which is which, and I don't want to confuse him. And we're going to just celebrated our first year. So let's see what we got here. So the IR1 visa is for citizens. Okay, so you're going to get the CR1 visa. The IR1 visa is if you've been married for 2 years or longer. The CR1 visa is if you've been married for 2 years or less. Okay, so CR1. Thank you, Brian and Jacqueline, for that super chat, guys. Jose Ramirez, Diego, I will send the super chat as soon as YouTube can fix this. My fiance and I are very grateful for all of your help in this process. We're glad to be here for you. I hope you and Karina get that email from Colombia. We got it today. Woohoo! High five, Jose Ramirez. Fantastic. Everybody, you guys are gonna get your visas, guys. Just be patient. Just like we are. You're in the same boat as us, right? Let's see. And Tolu Biru is giving Faith A the questions from the visa interview. Ingrid Rogers. Hi, Diego. What's going on, Ingrid? And Miss Entertainment, if you get married for 3 years, it's 10 years green card. That's correct. If you've been married longer than 2 years, you get a 10-year green card. If you've been married less than 2 years, you get a 2-year green card. Jason Mabry, 2 more times to visit and have all boarding passes and photos with her and family. You're good. You get your visa. You got it. Elegance Top is talking to Jose Ramirez. And he's saying, are you in the Dominican Republic? LSDDR, are you in the Dominican Republic? Brian and Jacqueline congratulated Jose Ramirez. Jonathan says, gotcha, thanks. You understand, right? You got it? And Miss Entertainment, if it is less than 3 years, is it a 2-year green card? If it is less than 2 years, it is a 2-year green card. If you've been married for 24 months or less, you get a 2-year green card. If you've been married for 25 months or more, you get a 10-year green card. Ingrid is talking to Jose. Hi, have you heard from the embassy? I received an email with the instructions today. Still can't schedule the interview. Will it call tomorrow? Furious Ram is asking, has anyone been contacted by the Casablanca, Morocco embassy? That's a good question, Furious Ram. And I'm pretty sure the embassy in Casablanca is busy. They've got lots of visas they're processing. Okay, they're processing lots and lots of visas, so they're busy. But you'll get your K1 visa. You just gotta relax, guys. Come on. Do you have any more questions for me? I want to make sure you guys learn something today from the live stream. It's the goal of the live stream is that you learn new things. And also to bring confidence to you guys that you're going to get your visa. Okay, I'm giving you confidence. You're going to get it. You got to stay positive. You can't be negative. You can't think negatively. Yeah, it sucks to wait. It's a hard process. It's not easy to do this. I would much rather Karina be with me here in Florida, and we got lots of things we got to figure out too with the Venezuelan government. So, it's not an easy thing to do. Faith A is talking to Tola Biru. It seems easy questions. Thank you for sharing. And Jason Mabry, as a veterinarian, I would recommend getting Tokyo Clomocalm for the flight. It keeps the stress down. Clomocalm. And guess what? I'm going to write that down because this is the learning channel. Clomocalm. Now, can I buy that? Can I buy that in Bogota, Colombia, or do I need to buy that here in Florida and bring it with me to Colombia? But that's a good idea. This is for Tokyo, so he doesn't stress the flight. Yeah, we were thinking we're gonna fly from Bogota, Colombia to Miami, okay, with our cat in the cat carrier, Maleta di Gato, and the carrier for the cat, okay. But I'm gonna drive from Miami to here. I want to drive from Miami to here. I'm not going to fly a second time. I could fly from Miami to here in 45 minutes, but it would stress the cat out. I think it would be less stressful to drive than it is to fly. What do you think? Lanny A. Hi, Diego and Karina. When do you leave for Colombia? We're waiting for the embassy to email me so I can schedule the interview. I got to schedule the visa interview, pay the visa fee, and then I'll fly to Colombia. Probably in a couple more weeks. Miss Entertainment, do I have to reserve a hall to our wedding to show during the interview? No, you don't. You don't have to do that. You just got to prove you got some kind of wedding plans in place, and the way to do that is to email the place that you're going to reserve your the hall. What is it called? Where are you having your wedding at? The hall. Send them an email and ask them how much does it cost to reserve for a wedding here. They will reply back to you. This is how much it costs to reserve a wedding in the hall. That email right there is proof of a wedding plan. That's all you need right there. Okay? But don't pay any money right now. Jonathan Bolton, after a petition is approved, I realize it varies based on the embassy, but what are some common timelines? Well, it depends, it's hard to answer. There's like 150 plus countries and 150 embassies around the world. But the average is like 2 to 4 months. But Nigeria is longer. Morocco seems to be longer. The Philippines used to be. Colombia seems to be a long time. Colombia is busy. It's hard to answer that accurately, the question. And Jose Ramirez is talking to Elegance and Furious. He said, I am from the Santo Domingo. I received the email today and still cannot make the interview. I called the embassy and they told me to keep trying. That's what I keep saying. Keep trying, guys. Furious Ram, it's just hard. We waited so long for the visa to get my fiance country to here. We could be waiting another 8 months. 8 months? Why so long? Lanny, best of luck to you. I've been missing in action because I went to see my fiance in Turkey, but our NOA 2 was September 27th. Thanks for the support, all the support. Lanny, hey, I hope you had a great time. I hope you enjoyed your trip to Turkey. Keep your plane tickets and your boarding passes. Make photocopies. You're going to need them for your green card, for her green card when you adjust the status, and for the embassy interview. Jose Ramirez is talking to Ingrid. Yes, I am from Santo Domingo. I received the email today and still cannot make the interview. I called the embassy and they told me to keep trying and to only go in 3 times. So it's in Santo Domingo, 3 shots. You get 3 chances a day. Miss Entertainment. Okay, thanks. Yeah. Email the hall. Say, hey, I want to have a wedding here in this hall. And how much is it going to cost? And how much advance notice do you need for reservations? Ask all those questions. They will reply back to you. Make sure you include in there that your beneficiary, okay, is in this country and you're waiting for the K1 visa, so immigration can see that you're putting wedding plans together. But don't pay anything down. Let's see. Jason Mabry. Just ask a vet. Okay, just ask a veterinarian. Okay. Hopefully they will sell it. Usually no need for a prescription. Maybe something similar in Colombia. Okay, that's good. I got it written down. I'll investigate it. Elegance Top is talking to Jose Ramirez. Elegance Top. Estoy en la República Dominicana. Okay, she says, I am in the Dominican Republic also. And the primary, you have to, I couldn't quite translate that. Estoy en la República Dominicana también. Para programa la cita, primero tienes, first you have to que mandar un solo. So, okay, you have to be single. Yeah. That's a little interesting, a little word there, Elegance Talk. Rui Willis, if you go through New York, my fiance will drive us all the way to MA. But most likely I'll go through Logan. So yes, driving is a good option instead of a flight. Okay. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we'll fly one time, Bogota to Miami with the cat. And then we're going to drive so that way we can stop and the cat can, we can go into a restaurant and get something to eat. And, I think it's a better option to drive with the cat. And Cruz Nicolas. What's going on, Cruz? Jose Ramirez is thanking Brian and Jacqueline, and Elegance Top is talking to Jose Ramirez. Tienes que esperar 1 or 3 days. So Elegance Top is telling Jose, you got to wait for 1 to 3 days. Okay, that means wait for 1 to 3 days. Furious Ram, 8 months. Most people I see on Visa Journey say their wait times. Okay, that's good. And Visa Journey, that you can go in and log in when your NOA 1 letter is, when your NOA 2 letter is, when your visa interview was, when all that. They collect all this data, and it helps people try to learn how long it's going to take. Jose Ramirez is talking to Elegance Top. Muchas gracias. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I've been chatting for an hour and 12 minutes. I'm going to go make a sandwich. I'm going to see how Karina's doing. I think she had a bad day today with the Venezuelan government giving her a hard time. So I want to go comfort her. Nothing that's going to affect her visa or anything, but the Venezuelan government, I tell you, folks, I am so glad that she got the hell out of Venezuela. Excuse my French. Have a fantastic rest of the night. What day is it today? I can't even remember. Today's Wednesday. I'll be back Saturday. Although if you want, I'll do a live stream tomorrow in the morning, or let's say Friday. If you want me to do a live stream during the day, like 11 o'clock, 11:30 in the morning, give me a high five. Give me your hands up like this. If you want me to come back on Friday, tomorrow I got stuff to do, but Friday, give me a high five. Okay, John. Okay, I need one more, and I'll do a live stream on Friday at 11:30 a.m. Central Time. One more high five, and I'll be back on Friday. It's your channel, guys. If you guys want me to be back here and go over more questions with you, Jose Ramirez says, "See, Diego, that's good enough for me." I'll be back Friday in the morning. Sharon, hand up. That's 3. That's 4. One more. Nah, that's good. I'll see you Friday, guys. I'll be here Friday at 11:30 Central Time. Life in North Carolina, covered it for everybody.